I'm homeless, not homosexual.
I'm H-O-M, and the M, that's the last letter we got in common.
No homo and no homo owner.
No homo, no homeowner. That's the episode title. No homo, no homeowner.
Welcome back to another episode of the Mike Murphy Show featuring my man, John Grimes, a.k.a. Grimy. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? You got it?
We got a guest in the house today.
Oh, man. Who let him in? Who let this nigga in?
So, I met him through you, so I'll let you get an introduction on how you met him.
All right. So, I saw him hanging out. Matter of fact, backing out the open mic at the Laugh Factory, this dude would come right when I first started coming. But it was the dude that was signed up first. Pause. Yeah. He came first in line every time to the open mic. I'm like number 10, stick like number 1 every Tuesday. Would go up, do his set, and then walk out of the club. Now, they announced the winners an hour and a half later. This man would walk out 5 minutes into the mic. So, you know, damn well they're not about to call him because he's walking out early. So, eventually, I got to like 2 or 3 months. I'm like, hey, bro, why do you keep leaving early? He like, oh, I'm headed to the other open mic. And I'm like, you think that's how it works? You just going to spread your shit out like that? I'll say short. Them jokes wasn't hidden. But I could tell it's 2 minutes, it's clean. I could tell he's a little too excited, you know what I'm saying? Like you could tell that he was like animated.
Was he cussing?
I think he might have said some cuss words too. Like
that's a
he either disqualify himself or he'd go past the 2 minutes. That's what it was. He would go past the 2 minutes.
Just running the shit out of it.
Yeah, he would run it like 205, 215 type shit. And I would know because the host would tell me after he did like, yeah, the first guy always runs the light. And I'm like, all
that's
good.
The cap.
Yeah, he probably don't remember. Anyway, long story short, I started seeing him around. He would hang out a lot. And so I'm like, all right, man, who is this nigga? So eventually one day I heard him like joning or roasting back and forth with some of the other comics. I was like, oh, yeah, a little humor to him. And then he was still all right. He was still arguing with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit and arguing. Then he started coming to my open mics. And I heard him be funny at my open mic. And I was like, oh, nigga got some jokes. Nigga actually got some jokes. So that's why I was like, all right, he cool now. But everybody back then was telling him, hey, you got to change your everything. He was just like, I ain't changing shit. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop telling you to change anything because I can see where you're going with it and I see how confident you are in it. Just good luck with that shit, nigga. You
know how, so I met him through you, but I never seen him I never seen him do comedy at all. Mm-hmm. Only seen him roasting outside of the comedy clubs, like Improv, D-Ray show, all that shit, right? And it would be like this. He'd be getting somebody and then, you know how like in school there's the one person that be like, man, fuck, we all getting this nigga.
Yeah.
Like, so he be getting one person, and niggas be like, nah, I don't like how that's going.
Exactly.
And then everybody, it just be him versus, it'd be like, him like Drake versus 20 niggas. Like, he's just going at everybody. I'm like, he can't win this, bro. And then randomly, he'd just be like, you're not even black, and say something to me. I'm like, nigga, now I'm on you, nigga. Now we going at it and shit. But that's how I met him and shit. And so before we introduce him, about you say how you be arguing with everybody, when they was talking about the show you did with Corey at the Improv in Ontario.
Yes.
And he was like, Kevin Tate was like, we got booed. He was like, there was only one nigga. Only one nigga booed me. So Tate's trying to give him, you know, the game, like, nah, you gotta do this. He was like, man, who are you to tell me what's
That's what I'm talking about when I say, you say he got changes. No, wait. When you say he got changes, that nigga wasn't changing any of his mindset. He stayed consistent with, I think I'm this. Fuck all y'all. So I will always give him credit for that he did not.
He's like Dave Chappelle. Who the fuck gives you the right to tell me how to do a set?
That nigga didn't care who nobody was when it came to the suggestion, critiquing him, which I thought was hilarious because I'm the same way. But I'm always like, I'm gonna still act like I'm listening. But this thing was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, just stop right there. But then I did see him at the Improv for D-Ray show.
The glorious set that made him.
And he was cooking there. I was like, oh, he's actually doing
validation set right there.
That was the first time I ever seen him. So welcome to the show, my man.
Do?
I mean,
the Herm.
This is great. I'm glad to be here.
Comedian the Herm, everybody. Welcome.
This is nice. This is actually nice, though. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations on your success because this is. I know it takes a lot to do this because it looks nice, very professional. I like this. Appreciate you for having me. But can I say how wrong your story is?
Say it.
If you think so.
John, I did meet you at the open mic.
Yeah.
And I didn't go over the time.
You did or didn't?
I didn't. I did not. I didn't cuss because I'm not a cussing person. You know what I'm saying? I don't. The most I would say is ass. And
that's a violation.
Because I was raised where ass is in the Bible, so we can say ass. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
at the mic,
So-
it was no curse words.
But I didn't say ass though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I hardly say it in my only say when I roast. So other than that, I didn't cuss. I didn't go over.
You never
It
went
was
over
fine.
2 minutes?
I did dip early because I wanted to go to the improv open mic at the same time, and then I'll come back. But I in the beginning I stayed though, cause I seen your set, and you went up there. You was like, man, I got picked up 100 times. I ain't got picked yet.
And we just talked about that
He
too.
means I won 100 times.
You get picked, and then you get picked. You graduate, and then you get booked. But you just kept on getting picked, but never graduated to the show, right?
It took a while to get picked.
Yeah, so you
to
were
the
you complained, and you was just like quarreling, and then you got picked that night. I'm like, whoa, he just improv, and it was good. I thought you had to do your set.
Oh, you saying
you
that one day
ranting.
when I just ranted, but still
Yeah,
won?
it was funny.
I know, I remember that.
I'm pro that, and this is my next point.
No, I remember you did tell me about that night. I wasn't there. You did tell me.
I was so fed up with seeing there was so many bookers that kept telling me go back up there and do it and
Because
go.
you said that. You was like, yeah, I'm sick of this shit.
I'm like, I can't see another nigga win this shit in my face.
Yeah, you got called back
with
18 times? Was it?
11. It was 11.
Okay, it was something
11
like that.
time.
And I
The
said,
goal was
oh.
supposed to be 4 though, just sort of for the
And
record.
then
It
I'll
was supposed
see
to
you
be
at
4.
Chocolate Sundays all the time. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah.
And then you would be outside roasting and stuff.
Shout
and
out
I'm like,
Chocolate Sundays.
I remember you from
How long
Mike.
you been in LA for?
2 years now. It's just hit 2 years.
Where you from?
I'm from the South. I'm from,
Tennessee.
No, I'm from the South. I
said
was raised
South.
in the South.
When when a nigga just say the South very vague like that,
Yeah.
this nigga's from Alabama. It's a
Yeah.
no
They
name
don't-
city in a fucking
he
dirty.
clearly
They
They
don't
wanna rep
pay
the
me to
motherfuckers.
advertise them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So-
wow. I guess.
But
The city.
I
or-
lived a lot of places though, but I lived the most in the South. But I've been living here for 2 years, and that's when I met you, and we met. I didn't think it was between you. I thought I met you when we were sitting around Tony Rock.
Yeah, but I knew you knew him. Like, cause he was like, no, that's the Herm that he introduced you.
Yeah, you was coming up and sitting at the
And he
in the circle with
introduced
Tony Rock
you to
too. He was
everybody.
there, and then I started sitting up there. Then you started coming up talking to me there too, and then you sat at the same section, but it was through him.
I thought we met through Marcus. I
No,
know we
we all
met. I
watched
know
y'all.
we was all hanging.
We all did a big argument circle that night, but in terms of like
before
actually
that.
hanging out,
No, before that.
Yeah, no, but when I met you when he introduced you to us when we was at the at Ruby 2. But that's how I
yeah,
knew
hanging out
you
Ruby
knew him.
Tuesdays is when you really like said, "Hey, this is who I am." We saw you around and shit, but that was like a formal introduction.
Oh yeah, that's the other lie. Kevin Tate, when he came to me, okay, I bombed during the Ontario open mic.
Yes, yes.
when I opened up for Corey Holcomb, and when I did that, Tate said you wasn't ready, and I'm like, no, I agree with everything you're saying, but just I was ready. It was just a situation that happened that night, and
Oh, yeah.
it was a big fight that night, and I got on stage right after that, and it
No, you should really tell that story, nigga. That's the you know what happened?
I've heard stories about what happened, but
yeah.
I don't know if I should let you excuse a bomb though. I don't want you to tell this story. To
No.
excuse the
Okay, I
bomb.
bombed. No,
Okay,
no
all right.
excuses.
But no,
no
but
excuses.
hold
I
on,
bombed.
let's go back. What made it funny was fuck we all had bad sets. When niggas asked him about it, he
Oh.
said, I always do 9s or 10s or 8s or 9s or whatever when I perform.
So
Hey,
this is
like-
how the Herm introduces himself to us from a comedy standpoint. He said his average score for his sets
What, an 8?
was a hot 8. That's what he
He
said.
said,
a
I
hot
always
8.
do an 8 or a 9.
That's what it said.
On a
So-
I'll
scale
do
of 1 to 10.
10. But I average about. I'll do some 7 sometimes.
which in
but I
stand
average
up
about
is
an 8.
like, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But so
Nobody
when-
ever seen you. But go keep
when-
on.
So then when we heard about the set that didn't go well for him, we were like, all right, well, what would you give that score? He was like, maybe a 4 or 5.
No, he
And
said
then-
a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Nah, I went-
and then
nah,
somebody
nah.
came back and was like, oh, no, definitely wasn't a 5 or a 6. It was probably a 1 or a 2.
Because what happened
It was
was,
four.
It was
no-
somebody,
none of us seen his set.
Right,
So we
we didn't
said,
know. We
how did
just
you
asked
do?
you about it.
Like, yo, how was the show? You know what I'm saying? He was like, it wasn't my best. Whatever. He was like, something happened. We're like, what would you rate it?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, maybe a 5 or a 6. Probably like a 5. If we're being honest. We're like, okay, cool. So there's nobody else there to verify what he's saying. So when he starts
I ain't do too hot.
when he starts explaining the story, the 5 or 6 seems like I don't believe that either. Because his story wasn't matching with his rating. So then when Tate got there, I was like, well, he was actually at the show. Let me ask him. Yo, he said this, that. He's like, oh, definitely. hell no, it wasn't good. Like, he wasn't ready. And he was like, what you mean? He was like, nah, you weren't ready. He was like, nah, it wasn't that crowd. He's like, it ain't gonna do the crowd. You just wasn't ready. I seen ready. That's why he started to get defensive. Then he was like, you got booed.
Oh,
and we're like,
right.
wait, you got booed? He was like, man, it was one nigga. Like, but he didn't tell us that till Tate said something. That's
The
why
bombing is fine, and I get if there was more. Everything that was fine about I boo everybody. If you confirm the boos and all that, I can see the logic of you wasn't ready and you being like disputing that statement, because anybody would be like, well, nigga, ain't nobody ready. You just get out there. So, but I get what you were saying. You were saying that you were arguing him that I disagree with me not being ready. You just saying that was a bad set.
Yeah, no.
I get that.
I disagree
That's fine.
only with him saying I wasn't ready for the opportunity.
Got it.
But I was ready. It's just that, that situation happened.
Hey, we take L's all the time. Though. That's a myth.
You know what's funny about what
that.
he's saying? Like, he disagrees that he wasn't ready. The crazy thing is, in comedy, it could be Chappelle and go out there and he could have a bad set like he did in Detroit when he talked about it. It's like, somebody be like, oh, he wasn't ready. He'd be like, man, I just had a bad night. Like,
ready is relative. That's all I'm saying. Like, I can agree with that. Because saying you're not ready could mean that, well, you're not ready for anything else either. Like, if another comment, oh, you know what, bad set, nigga, I'll give you a chance. But by somebody saying, oh, he wasn't ready, means like, oh, so don't give him a chance because he's not.
It's like
that's
you got
why
a special and it was trash. Like, he wasn't really ready for the special.
Exactly.
You
That's
got more
different.
work to do. That's different.
But
But like,
give
yeah,
me
he
a
had one
set
night.
or a spot, nigga,
All
everybody
right,
be
so
ready
let
for a spot.
me tell you what happened. So check this out.
You gonna train the bomb?
I did get a dude boo me. He wasn't booing. He booed. Like boo.
A singular boo.
Yeah, it was singular
Like
boo.
Halloween.
But the punchline was coming. So when I hit the punchline, I got about a couple of claps. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, it cancels out. I mean, I know it don't, but I'm just talking. I'm like, and a dude did boo me though, but I did get a couple of claps. You know what I'm saying? On the joke. So I'm like, I gave about a 4. But Tate said that I wasn't ready, and I agree with everything else. I just said, hey, I am ready. That night, this is what happened that night. My boy, my old boy drove me to the show. He drove me to the show the day before that. So and I'm like, okay, drive me again. But he invited a lady comedian. I said, okay.
Don't say her name though.
Yeah, I'm not. So he invited a lady comedian. I'm like, it shouldn't be a problem though. You know what I'm saying? So she got in the car. We driving to Ontario. We get there. I'm just like, I'm chilling. I'm getting loose by just joking with like Marcus and stuff like that. And
other comments. Got it.
Free game, right? Yeah. So we joking like they always give me hype, no diddy. So I'm like, okay, we getting loose, no diddy. So I'm like, hey, she started arguing with the Corey's manager, and I'm like, what's going on? And they're like, hey, it's full, it's sold out. She gonna have to move. She can't be by the green room. I'm like, okay, bro. I'm telling my boy, I go get her, move her, right? Because she's fucking up my shit. She started going higher and higher, and then next thing you know it, he called her the B word, right? And I'm like, oh snap. So then she's like, she's trying to fight. Now he grabs her. I'm like, bro, move her, because I've been telling him for 45 seconds, maybe a minute. I'm like, bro, get her. She's messing this up.
So hold on. So basically, she was offended because as a comedian, she felt like she should be allowed in the green room, and he was saying she couldn't be there.
Yeah.
This is also an opportunity to explain to everybody that when you get opportunities, everybody that you bring with you is a liability.
And you ain't supposed to bring nobody.
You ain't supposed to bring nobody.
But you needed to ride, so I get
why
that.
You did it.
I needed to ride.
But nigga, I told them, nigga, like y'all can pull around. I'll tell you I want to pull up, but let me do this part right now, because that shenanigans, that's worse than the bomb.
Fuck yeah, because that's like, nigga,
because now
what you
it's
doing?
the bag of shit versus the set. Everybody can bomb. I bomb all the time, but I don't bring nobody with me to my bombs. Like
when Gary Owen be letting me do sets, I show up. I got a ride one time. I told the chick, nah, you got to go back to the hotel. I'll call you when I'm ready. Like, yeah, come in here with
everything
me.
is
I don't even want to
isolated.
ask for another free ticket for it, but like, I ain't taking no
you don't
money out
want
of it.
no
I'm by myself.
because everything's a first impression. So
Yeah,
it's like,
swear to
oh,
God.
you the nigga that bring niggas with you, or you the nigga that blah blah blah. Like, oh no, he just a nigga that came by himself, real cool about it, got in, got out, shut the fuck up. Like, it's so much about being not a hassle that's good. Everything else is like, this nigga. That's it. That's the description. This nigga.
All right, so she's going crazy.
She going
All right,
crazy.
so then she went crazy. He called her the B word, and then now he gonna grab her. I'm like, bro,
His boyfriend.
I told you. They
Well,
just
the dude.
they two comedians.
Dude grabbed the girl.
So they may be
friends-
smashing each other. I don't know.
No, but I just want you to clarify. I want Corey's manager to grab her. It was the dude
Okay,
she
yeah,
came
yeah,
with.
Friend comic grabbed the other
my
girl.
friend
Okay.
Common who drove me there, he grabbed her then, but he didn't
Okay.
grab her when I told her to grab her.
Got it.
I'm like, bro, you should have took her by the comics. And then he like, so he grabbed her, she yelling, F the Herm, F you. All this stuff.
Why
I'm
you say
like,
fuck me?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like
Before
whatever.
my set.
But look, that wasn't the crazy part. So Corey called me in the green room, was like, hey bro, watch who you bring around, man. You know, people be jealous of you, the fact that you get this opportunity, you know, for other reasons. And I'm agreeing with it all. But he was very disappointed. And I'm like, dang. I let Corey down. And I sat there. Then she calling me, right? They were like, man, what's going on? I'm throwing all your stuff out. Now
Explain what you mean by throwing all your stuff out, because niggas watching don't know what you're talking
about. So they
about.
drive a van. Or he drives a van. Well, he did drive a van. And so me being a homeless comic, I have all my stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? So I got.
So throwing your stuff out is throwing your house out.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mind you, I'm new to LA. So I'm like, I don't even know where I'm at.
Hold on. I'm glad you said it, because I wasn't even gonna bring that up. Like, I just wanted to be like, yo, they threw my bag out. Like, you could have had a bag for anything. But the fact that you said that, I appreciate that, because I was gonna be like, yeah, you know what I mean? He said that, but I just wanted to be like, yo, they threw my personal belongings, like my bag.
I had a very plush sleeping bag in there. I had the tarp in there. You know, I had my IDs and my cards and my the things I used to, you know, the knickknacks to freshen up, woo woo, all this stuff. I had some pair of shoes I just copped. I had some. I had a battery pack to charge, keep myself charged. The battery pack, it was a big old nice battery pack.
I mean, it's like, man, they threw my charger out.
It was a big
It's a
old
little things
battery
that
pack.
piss you off.
Who's gonna go
big
shoes?
one.
Hey, bitch, leave the charger in the car.
Plus, look at my electronics, bitch. You crossing
Fuck
the
the
line.
blanket, bitch.
Crossing the
The
line,
charge.
bitch. What are you talking about? You crossing
Man,
the
I
line.
had so much stuff in there, and I had my bike in there, right? So my bike was in the van, because when he picked me up, I was on my bike, you know. So they had everything, right? So I'm taking all your stuff.
That's fucked
So
up.
I'm like, dang. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I'm like, I didn't do nothing. You know, I would have put you back. You didn't have to leave the show. You just have to move from the green room. You just go sit by the comics. I'm trying to tell them. I'm trying to like. She was like, well, I'm throwing your stuff out. She was like, I'm throwing your stuff out. And then she hung up the phone. Come to the stage, the Herm. I'm like, God dang. So when I first talked, I'm like,
That make the bomb worse.
Yeah, mind you, I don't know where Ontario is. Like on the map, bus route.
You don't know
I
where
just
your shit
it's
is
dark
either.
outside, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they thinking after my bomb that it's because my ride left. I don't care about the ride. I would have told them to leave. I'm like, hey, you know, if y'all don't want to stay, I'm okay with that. I would invest a Uber. You know, I would invest into.
You'd have got to ride
Something.
back. There's a bunch of comedians
so
out
I'm
there.
like, but they thinking I'm sad because of that. I'm just thinking like, where I'm gonna sleep, how I'm gonna sleep, how I'm gonna get around. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my stuff, my cards. I'm thinking about everything, right? So I'm like, dang. So I'm just reevaluating. They like, dang. But I went to the stage. And I knew it wasn't going well, because I asked the crowd how they doing. I never asked the crowd. Like, y'all doing good? How y'all doing? I come with energy. I didn't have no energy. I'm like, so, hey, how y'all doing? You know, I'm like, dang, this ain't gonna go well at all.
I mean, yeah, losing your house before you get on stages.
Like, just think about, listen.
Imagine.
I'm gonna say, I was at work one day, and I wanted to go to the 7-Eleven, and was like, where the fuck is my wallet at? I'm looking in the trunk. I'm like, where the fuck is my shit at? I can't find it. So I'm halfway through my day. I'm like, bro, I'm stressing out. I go to, there's like a security camera right outside the job I was working at the time. I'm like, yo, could you pull up the footage or whatever? Damn. And I see a street sweeper going by and like hit the wall, and I just see like all the cards, like my ID and everything blow up in the air. Then I see like a fiend come by, and he's like picking up the shit and looking at it, and he puts it in his pocket. I'm like, bruh. So I can easily just go get that shit replaced, just cancel. He didn't even spend nothing, but the fact is like, yo, that shit lively.
It's an inconvenience. It's crazy.
So I'm mad about me.
Yeah.
I got a place to sleep and everything at night. Like, I just gotta fucking go to the DMV again. This is some bullshit. This nigga's like, nah, he threw my sleeping bag away. Like,
No,
nigga, that's
yeah,
crazy,
you
dog.
lost a wallet and you walk outside like damn lost a wallet. Imagine walking on stage and your house gone.
Yeah, house is gone. The Herm.
Like,
Man, no,
I know,
nigga,
it's just here. Like that's correct. First of all,
I didn't even realize it was that. I ain't gonna lie, I apologize because I laughed like, nigga, they threw this shit out. I just wasn't thinking of the whole, like, the grand scheme, like, nigga, this is
it's
it.
big. Yeah, so that fuck up your whole set. That changed your whole set, nigga. I don't on stage talking about that direct. That just fucked me off. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm distracted by the fact that I just got repoed. My whole house got repoed while I was right before I walked that stage. It drove off of my house. Like, nigga, it's crazy. So here's the thing.
You would have definitely killed if you'd have just talked about that.
It's because it's too crazy not to. It's funny
what
now.
the fuck?
Now I do this right. When the Herm roast people, which I think is always a great thing to be able to do is be able to roast. I think it's always noticed that when I roast the Herm, I always roast the Herm or whatever I see visually, right? Like outfit, his color choice. Like today, a nigga choose wear orange, bright as fuck, and he Dragon Ball Z shit. Like he into weird shit.
Nigga getting ready for
I make fun
Halloween.
of that, or his earrings, right? I make fun of anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't. When I see comics roasting like personal life stuff, I be like, oh, that's weird. Like you don't got nothing else you can talk about. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I watch him roast back and forth with people, I would watch people and judge how they roasted. Because if you got a funny joke, it's a funny joke. But I never thought it was funny to make fun of like living situations, right?
Yeah.
And so when I probably picked up on earlier, maybe he made a joke about it, and I was like, oh shit, I thought he was playing about that when he was doing my mics. Then he started making the homeless jokes. I was like, oh, okay, so he talks about it on stage, which first thing is a first sign of vulnerability, but also it's raw and way funnier. You can't beat when niggas ain't got everything they want yet. So in comedy is a talking up. It's genre. Like you gotta talk up to the crowd, and they always be like, okay, this is funny because we can laugh at you, right? So when he said that on stage and my mic, I was like, okay, so he actually might not have a crib. Okay, got it. I'm never gonna make a joke about that. That's wild to me that niggas do that. But then, second of all, nigga, between me and my family, we've been homeless like maybe 10 times, right?
God
so I
damn.
got a sensitive, I'll be in my head, I'll be like, I don't find nothing funny about anybody making jokes about this shit. So I'm getting offended for him. He's just cracking back on everybody to do it. But in the back of my head, I'm like, hey man, fuck that guy that just said that. Cause I'm like, y'all think that shit funny? That shit ain't funny. Like, cause I was elementary school, middle school, adult, senior year of high school, 22 years old before I moved to LA, like sleeping in the Walmart parking lots, like everywhere, every stage of my life, I've been homeless. So I'd be like, nigga, that's not funny to me at all. Like, I take that shit very... So, but the way he handled it, I'd be like, oh, this nigga gonna make it. Because if he can handle this at this big-ass age, there is nothing you will be afraid of or make you uncomfortable with interactions with people. So
I would joke about that all the time, but I didn't think it was true. Like, when that shit, the story just told, he was like, I didn't know where I was at. I was like, nigga, you can sleep under any bridge. Like, you ain't got... Like, like I was, like, thinking, just, like, fucking around, like, I mean, let's just say that.
A tarp. I was like, oh, this nigga actually, you wasn't bridging it though, right? Because a tarp is like,
bridge?
yeah, you went like on the highway. Or
No, but that's what I was
Nah.
saying. Like, to me, it was
I
like
pretty peaceful and comfortably.
So that's why I'm thinking like he can't be like. It seemed like it was just a running joke.
I thought-
so when I said he's like, I'm
yeah.
homeless, how was I gonna get back? I'm like, get back where, nigga? You can sleep under any bridge. Like I said that, and everybody started laughing. And then once I realized, I'm like,
Oh, in the moment. Okay, got this
yeah,
one
not
right
knowing
now.
that
Okay,
he was
back when it
really
happened. Okay.
Like I used to joke about that all the time. Like, oh, nigga, you can go to tennis right there. It's like not thinking he's not really in that situation.
I wasn't sure, but I thought all comics, and this is a big thing if you don't know this, in LA, a lot of comics go out to LA with their car, and they just be chilling in their car for like the first 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Most comics, like it's not uncommon. So I thought at the time maybe that's what was going on. So I was like, oh, well, everybody's sleeping in their car. Like, I know like 10 comics right now currently in their car. Like rent's expensive as hell in LA.
Yeah.
So that's where I was initially. So I was just like, okay, maybe I'll let these. I ain't sure about these jokes. Maybe they're just trying to like be funny.
I came out here with like a couple of $100 in a backpack. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Maybe
alright.
a couple. I think it was like something like that.
Same thing.
About
I thought I had a job and I moved out here. And
Probably
they-
like 100 or something like that.
My situation was definitely different, but I appreciate. Cause I slept in my car for 2 weeks one time in 2011, and what I would do was I didn't have custody of my daughter yet. When I would pick her up on my weekend, I would take her to my grandma's house to she was still young, she was like 2, to wash up and stuff like that, and then I would be like, yeah, I would like fake crash at people's house for the weekend. And when she go back to her mom's, I'd be back in the whip.
Gotcha.
And then my mom found out about it. Cause moms be knowing shit.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, so where you? Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a lie ready. Then I had a lie like, and I couldn't. Women in general, your girl be like, so where you was at last night? Huh? You say, huh? What?
Yeah.
Like they already know. So when she hit me with that, she pressed me about where I was staying. I didn't have no fucking lie ready. So she was like, what the fuck? But I was in that situation. So when he was saying something like he's in his car or some shit, like not really like the under the bridge is like the super emphasis on like
exaggeration, yeah.
And then he's like, nah, you this, that, and this. I was like, wait, what? I'm like, oh shit, that's fucked up. So it's like now if he makes it, oh, the story's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So back then, once I put two and two together all the way back then, and even in my mic, that's why I said, I don't remember what mic it was. He did a funny set, and every week before that, somebody would always say something at the end of his set, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you need to fix this and fix that. It was funny, but, and one night, I was watching this nigga perform, and I was like, this raw craziness that he's doing, this chaos, organized chaos that he's doing, it's him. So I was like, hey man, I'm never gonna tell you another thing about your set. I won't ever tell you another thing. I know it's an open mic where we do feedback, but I'm like, I got nothing else to say to you. Do it exactly how you're gonna do it, because this story, whenever the amount of time it takes, it's gonna work out for him. Because it's like, it's too much shit to not work out. The other thing that I thought was to his benefit is when you ain't got nowhere to go, you end up going somewhere. And this nigga would go to clubs. You know, he could end up going to comedy clubs and mics a lot. And I was like, nigga, is that
you don't have shit else to worry about. It's like, I don't know.
I was the one thing to this day. When I had my kids, I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, I used to go to mics every day. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that when I get kids. I was jealous of how much time this nigga was going to stage. I was like, look how much time this nigga gets to go on mics. Every mic, any mic you want to go to, you get to go to. And so I was like, but no matter how you look at it, niggas ain't hitting that many mics as him. So he either gonna catch up to y'all, or he gonna get more opportunities than y'all eventually, because they gonna keep seeing him and be like, well, I gotta respect the consistency. Hey, these jokes are actually funny.
Facts.
Matter of fact, fuck it. Nigga, book that nigga. And so it was only a matter of time that niggas gonna eventually notice what I had already saw when I was in my mics. Oh, if he doing this at my mic and he doing this at y'all mics, they finna start booking his ass. And I'll say all that to say, right now, as date timestamp this, the niggas getting booked now like crazy. What's the last like 3 big shows you just did?
The last 3 big ones, I did it's this guy named Vision booked me. He's televising a comedy show.
So you taped the set,
and I did the improv.
You did the Hollywood Improv.
So I did that.
You did the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I did the comedy.
And you did the Laugh Factory.
Store. I did Laugh Factory.
This is all in the last like 2 weeks, by the way, y'all.
What Laugh Factory show was it?
That did Chocolate Sunday.
Chocolate Sunday.
So I was supposed to wait, but I got bumped up.
Because somebody didn't show up?
Nah, he gave me Pookie just bumped me up. He gave me a opportunity.
The executive producer of Chocolate Sundays, creator of Chocolate Sundays, by the way, y'all.
Pookie cool dude.
So I'm saying all that to say the shit's jumping for him right now, it's good. That's how you feel about all that, man.
It's cool. I like it. I mean, anything. I like anything. It can be a hole in the wall bar. It can be whatever. I'm appreciative. I appreciate it all. I'm in like. See, I'm from the South, so me being in LA, period, homeless or not, if I see palm trees and I can get up and I can eat without worrying about nothing, if I can just make people laugh, I feel successful.
Yeah.
So every single thing, the fact that I'm at the Comedy Store, period, you know, that's great for me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We talk about, it might be nothing to y'all because y'all been here for a while, but in the South, you're like, oh, the Comedy Store, that's world known, and the Laugh Factory, that's world known. And
it's
improv,
a big deal. I think we get spoiled by being here and living in LA.
Yeah, because when you don't live here, you're like, I can't wait to do it. You get out here, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm
you
not
leave
going
the city and you say, well, nigga, I'm telling y'all, I got so many shows booked out of town because I would just be like, oh, I performed here before. They was like, for real? And I'm like, yeah, is that good? Like, yeah, you can come do our show, absolutely. I'm like, oh, well, shit.
Yeah,
I started milking that shit. Outside of LA, this is the shit.
No, for sure.
And LA is the shit.
Comedy Cellar in New York, there's certain clubs, it's like...
that if you say it, any other motherfucker in any other city gonna be like, oh, you doing shows there? Or you got a backdrop of you on that stage?
Oh, it's over.
I be sitting there every morning before I go do anything. I wake up, I sit there, and I just be like, man, this is a blessing. I just be like, this is great. You know, this is... People... Like, I woke up, and the dude hit me up to do the improv this Saturday. And... It just feel good. Like I did the open mic Tuesday last week Tuesday.
Hosted the
I did
open
a
mic
great.
at the
I
Improv.
hosted it. You was there, yeah. And I hosted it. They said I did such a great job. They texted me during the show and said, "Hey, you on for Saturday?" So then I did last Saturday, And then it was great.
Okay,
Everybody
nigga
was
winning.
like, bro, you brought the energy, woo.
Taking off.
You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah, I
was
like
great.
that shit.
Man, matter of fact, it's such a blessing. Somebody said they're gonna give me some shoes just cause they appreciate me. Like, hey man, I work for Nike, man. I'm gonna give you some J, woo woo. I'm like, so it's just not just compliments, which I really it feels great.
They starting to show
you know
love.
what I'm saying? People gifts. I think the Irvine Improv, it's one of the improvs. He also goes to the open mic on Tuesday, and he say, "Hey, what's up to Herm, man? What's showing love?" Because usually he just sit there, whisper to Rita, and then he leaves, But he come in, he makes sure he stops and show love, which I mean, it's very.
Dude, that's
I
good
appreciate
shit
it.
because
I
they
love
don't
it.
be saying shit to nobody after your set.
Man,
Hey, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm so glad. I'm gonna say, but I am so glad all that shit happened, dog. Cause I was like, a lot of people used to come up to me and try to get me to talk to you, and I was like, I'm not gonna talk to him, dog. I'm not gonna try to change him at all. People was coming up to me, hey, Grimes, you the Herm, bro. Won't you tell him?
Yo, get your fucking man.
Bro, I gotta get your. Whose man's is this? They would associate me with. I
You
think.
brought the nigga around. You're fucking liable.
Some spots lost because of the Herm. People associate the Herm with me. I was like, no, we can't book that nigga. That nigga gonna come with him. Like, I feel like people was associated. And I was like, you know what? Either you can get associated with it or you can be like, oh, no, I was like, I'm not about to go like that, man. If
So,
y'all
nigga,
don't
what side of the history you want to be on when the shit is written?
And I was like, you know what, dog? Yeah, man, I'm associated with him, man. Like, if y'all don't like him, I get it, but that ain't my problem. I'm not about to tell the man to change how he is. Y'all just got to deal with it. That's just who he is.
Well, you weren't there, though, so this is why they mad. Well, I don't know why they should be mad, but I go do my set, and I'm either they like me or they don't like me at all. And I have to warm the crowd, and that's what I do. I warm the crowd. Hey, this guy right here, that's a lot of veins on your arm, big guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say some, work the room a little bit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? This is a great place to be. Things with, comics do. Hey, this place is great when they fix it. You know that little,
Yeah, just a little.
But I don't say those pocket jokes. But I would comment on the place. And then I'll do my set. But they would be like, oh my God, you had them laughing though, but you gotta stop improv. Just have it structured. Have your joke. I'm like, it is structured. I'm just telling it as if it's coming off the top. But these jokes is something I pre-written. I'm doing it a certain way. I just want to get the crowd working. And they were like, next show, they'll be like, man, I told you, bro, have structure. I want to see this. And I'm like, y'all see me make the crowd laugh. So what are you waiting for? Like, I'm like, what are you?
I hate when it be somebody who's not a comedian that be thinking they know, like, no, you need, man, shut the fuck up.
Everybody like, yeah, you should do it. Like, I'm like, what am I? Y'all want me to? They want me to dance. I feel like I was dancing for everybody. I'm like, y'all want to see if I'm funny? I'll show y'all. But now y'all like, okay, show me a structure. Show me some structure. I'm like, are you gonna book me? Like, what's going on?
Anybody that has like real success, if they would have saw it, they'd been like, I don't change the thing, nigga. Do you? But when people start telling you what to do, they ain't that far from you. It's like, what is the sample size that you're using? Like, if I'm a step away from you, that's not enough advice you give me. You tell me to change my whole approach now. I'm a step away from you.
Oh yeah, fuck
That's
out
aggressive. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
like,
you,
you
nigga.
got to be 8 steps away from me to be like, oh, maybe I am fucking up. Like, honestly, I'll give somebody credit because they was like 4 or 5 years in. I was funny, but I was just funny all over the place. Like, I would never have the same set ever. I thought that was like a funny thing to do. Mm-hmm. And a comic said to me, he said, you'll be all right once you put a set together. I was like, the fuck that's supposed to mean? But I was offended a little bit at first. So I was just like, what does that mean, put a set together? And then one day, I remember I put a set together because I was doing it for like a audition. Mm-hmm. And it made sense from end to end. And that was the most positive reception I had ever gotten before. And I was like, oh, like actually make people be able to follow me while they listening. And I was like, okay, I get that. Is that what it means to put a set together? And so I always thought about that nigga statement. And I thought about that day. And I was like, okay, I feel like I've been jogging across my sets. I'd be like, hey, let's talk about this. Hey, let's talk about that. And it's not pre-written per se. It's more like, I think this funny. I'm going to say it now instead. But if you follow somebody that you don't know and they talking about different random jokes and it don't sound like it's flowing, it just sound like I'm DJing, that don't have the same effect if they don't know you. Or they like at least comfortable with what you're doing. I would just be spitballing and thinking like all these jokes are funny by themselves. But if you got a 5-minute set, it's like, wait, you're not talking about that no more because that was really funny. Oh, you're going to a different funny thing. Okay, let me reset my brain. As a stranger, they gotta follow you along and dance. But if you just stay on a decent path, not about the same topic, but a solid path of flow, it's easier for a person to go, okay, even if I don't know you, I'm following you. And that was good from end to end. You know what I'm saying? So I will admit, there are some things that made sense. And that guy at the time was like, not one step ahead, but like 2 or 3. So I was like, let me see what he means.
I disagree. I kind of, I know it's very important to have a set. I know it's very important to have a 10-minute set, 30-minute set. I think it's very important. I also think it's very important to know how to improv or handle a heckler and crowd control.
I think that's within a set, though. I'm not saying you don't need to have that. I was just saying that my array of jokes were just so all over the place that I came off as Kramer-like,
sporadic. Like, what are you talking about?
It wasn't fun.
What I'm saying is basically, when you first started, I feel like them are haters. I feel like older comics tend to hate.
Sometimes, and then sometimes it is legitimate advice.
I agree. He was a peer of mine. He was like, we were probably the same age. He just was getting gigs. Like, he was getting writing gigs and comedy gigs. And I was like, it wasn't like he was saying it in like a critiquing way. He was just like, nigga, you funny. You just got to put a set together so they can like you. And I think what he mean by put a set together is people that can say, I can put this set somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like a bookable set. Not a bookable comedian, a bookable set. Right? Like you put those 5 minutes together and we can showcase it somewhere. Versus, hey, go be funny for 5 minutes and we'll see where that gets you. One might take longer than the other. Sometimes you gotta have a look, sometimes you gotta have a package. But if it's just you and your jokes, I need to hear 5 minutes of strong jokes. And I think that's where I was. It wasn't like I was like.
But that's because comedy changed. Like back in the day when what's his name? The one-liner, white dude always
Mitch Hedberg?
No. What he always talking about like making jokes about his wife.
Jim Gaffigan?
Nah, he's old, like back with Red Fox and them.
Don Rickles?
No, not Don Rickles.
With the big guys?
Dangerfield.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield.
With the big guys,
yeah. So his is just a bunch of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how the style. That's how comedy was back then. Now it's different. So it's like, what are you saying?
But the brand was there, right? You knew what he was giving you in 5 minutes, no matter what.
Yeah, he could do that now because it's him.
Exactly.
I couldn't. You couldn't just come do that now. But
but the thing is, if that was your thing, then they would be like, okay, God, that's your thing. But I guess the thing with me was I didn't have a thing. I was just talking about shit that was just. First of all, it wasn't even personal. I wasn't talking about myself. I was just making observational jokes sporadically. Like, so they're like, I don't know anything about that guy I just watched for 5 minutes. He was funny, but I got nothing. People that drive Priuses are shaped like him. I think he said something like that. That was my line. People would come back to me and say that later. But I was like, who's the guy that said it? I don't know what he looked like. I don't remember anything about him because I didn't have any personal touch to any of my jokes. So when he said it to me, I think he was just like, I mean, once you put together a set where people can go, I know that guy based off that joke, and they can have like an attachment to it, then people going to start being like, oh, I know that guy. Because I think I was being funny, telling different jokes everywhere I went, and nobody could remember me for a joke. They'd be like, he was funny, but he ain't doing none of the shit I saw him last time.
I would say
they won't remember me. So
we just had a debate, a huge debate about Martin versus Chris Tucker, and everybody's ideas, the older comics who grew up with Chris Tucker, they was like, oh, Chris Tucker, he ain't got that long of a set. You know, he ain't got that much material. He just got on because he just got lucky. And
he did. Like, somebody else told me that they said he only had 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And he blew up from the rush hour and the Money Talks that he never got a chance to ever build on because it took off to like.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like honestly, if you and when I was saying to you, I wasn't disagreeing. I was saying I agree with both. I feel like I definitely agree with having a set. But I also, if you are just an improv comic, because I know this one comic, he's from the South. He's very funny. He improvs. Like, he has nothing but improv, but he's like the funniest comic in the city.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
But everybody kept saying, oh, he had the best set though, but he improv, you know. But you only had the best set because you improv. And then all that other stuff, I'm like, bro, you can smash watermelons. It don't matter. If you, comedy is, it can be just prop. It can be a yo-yo. whatever it is, I agree with it all. Even though it's not my cup of tea personally, but
there is no.
It's like music. It's like you got mixtape rappers, you got battle rappers, then you got someone with polished, full, complete albums, and it might be like, oh, I like this dude way better because he's raw. He's talking about this, like, but then it's like, well, this dude's that's almost a perfect album, but it might not be as it might not it be as raw as the other. Then it might be somebody battle rap, a whole different
Killer.
Crazy. Can't make a fucking song to save their life. So it's like, it just depends on what you want out of it. And so for when people give you advice like that, they're viewing it from the perspective of, you want a TV show, you want to be
maker or a battle rap. They're viewing it from different
They're like,
lenses.
yo, if you want to be successful, if you want to be mainstream, that hippity hop shit ain't gonna cut it. Basically, is what he's saying.
You gotta cut a song, basically.
Yeah, we need a song. We don't want you just freestyling and, you know what I'm saying, mumble rap. That ain't it. We want you to come out with an album. Oh shit, we can market this. Look at this. Not just, oh, he's just saying whatever. Like, that's the difference. So you could be funny. I know comedians who are hilarious and they're not even telling jokes. Yeah. It's their mannerisms. It's just what they're, it's like the thing, how they're saying the thing and not what they're saying. And somebody said there's a difference between a comic and comedian. I don't know which is which because they switch it, but it's like, one is a person who says things funny and a person who says funny things. Yeah. So saying something funny is like Chris Tucker. Not saying he don't got jokes, but we laughed at how he sounded. He made the thing sound funny. They said, if I gotta watch your set to laugh and I can't just laugh from hearing it, it's not good. But that's somebody's opinion. Because I know people that be in their stomach hurting. They'll never be on Netflix. They'll never sell out. They'll never sell tickets. But you go to the Improv, to the Laugh Factory.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you were so funny. Tears in my eyes. But it's battle rap.
I mean, honestly, this is my opinion. I feel like the art of being funny as a comedian is the art of communication. If you can communicate it, that's what makes it funny. Like, you can say potato, potato, but if you say it a certain way and communicate it a certain way with a little voice, or if you perfect timing, you can make potato, potato funny. Same thing with, and some people say, oh, well, not the joke. I'm like, okay, it's a joke funny because it makes sense. Because you can just talk, and what you're talking about is most likely going to make sense. So is it how you say it and how you communicate it and how you do it?
The reality is, let's be honest, you do on stage to make people laugh. You're making people laugh. You're doing your job. Mm-hmm. People may disagree on how you do it, or because like some people say, yo, this rapper is the best rapper, and you be like, man, you just saying a bunch of bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I'm a lyricist, so I respect like a Nas or a Hove. Somebody else might be like, NBA Youngboy, he's hard. He got all these numbers. You're like, he ain't talking about shit. But it don't mean he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's selling records. He got a fan base. He's entertaining. That's what he chooses to do.
But someone who's
when someone who's like, I'm in the lyrics, we like, I'm not even checking for this shit. So it's all about, that's why being organic, authentic is important, because like he said, I'm not gonna tell him how to do his shit no more, because guess what? You gonna cultivate your audience
results
off of the people be like, yo, I like what he's talking about.
You find the people, the choir. You preach to your choir in the audience. Like I was in a phase where I was like, I'm trying. There's 100 people in the crowd. I want to make 100 people laugh. And I was like, nigga, trying to do that gonna make you run out of jokes. Of trying to, like, you gonna be exhausted.
You gonna spread thin.
Find 10 niggas in that crowd that's gonna go, I fuck with that dude heavy. Instead of making 100 people laugh, 10 people gonna follow you and buy your merch when you walk out of the room. Which one was more valuable? That you made 100 people laugh, or that 10 people walked up to you and said, what's your Instagram name? Let me buy a t-shirt from you today. I'm gonna follow you online. Like, the 10, everywhere you go, the 10 that you pull.
Because that 10 ends up being 100.
Exactly.
Somewhere
100 laughs and go fuck yourself don't mean nothing to me no more.
That's how we feeling on Instagram. Yeah. 200,000 followers. Yo, I'm here. Yeah, bro, just drop another Timberland video, fam. We don't give a fuck about that shit you talking.
Like, acquiring your fan base is everything. So, like I said, now with people giving you advice, but now the shit that you've been doing and continue to do is working for you. So now, ain't no advice now. Now it's all like, I know you was going blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, man, you killing it now. Like, no.
That's how it is.
Keep that. That's how it is. You can't tell them to keep the same energy. You just got to roll with it and be like, thank you. But you still, ugly as hell. So like,
I do talk about, like, at the time, y'all talking about the Corey Holcomb show when I did the Ontario, I would have talked about that now, but I wasn't open. I wasn't that open about being homeless. You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like telling witty jokes about it. Very, very vaguely,
I miss that I don't miss the part about where I was, but I miss that I was mad. I did not talk about my life at the time my life was going crazy. Because I try to go back to it later and then tell people how I was doing, and it come off as asshole shit. But like when I was sleeping on my Herm mattress and it was hissing, and I'll bring a bitch over and it was still hissing, and I was like, this would be so much better if I could tell people right now how my shit is hissing. But then I get a bed and then I try to make the joke now, and it's like,
that struggle ain't there, nigga.
Exactly.
That sort of silly is not fucking the same.
That wasn't the same.
Nah.
No, nigga, fuck that. Talk about the hot dogs and water. The hot dog water you would use to make like shit, warm up shit with hot dog water. I'm like, nah, I can't.
I think I told you that improv set I did. My daughter about to get surgery the next day.
Oh yeah.
I was going through heartbreak.
When you go through it,
and I was on stage. I don't give a fuck. I miss this bitch. Come back, nigga. I'm fucking her nigga, new nigga up. And you can feel that, yo, this nigga really going through it. I couldn't tell that joke right now.
They can tell when you actually are experiencing what you're talking about, which is the rawest form of humor. When it is the truth, like my quote is, jokes are funny, the truth is hilarious. Like when you actually telling something that is your conviction, you get all conviction in your voice, the audience will respond to that shit like, yo, is this nigga spitting or is he spitting? Like this is like, when they can't tell the truth or a lie no more and they just all in on your story, that shit, you will float every time because you ain't got nothing to lose. So it just comes out that way. But you've been getting like groupies yet?
Groupies?
Yeah.
Man, hey, truth be told though, I didn't talk about being homeless and then got some pussy after the show. Like I didn't did the joke, hey, I'm homeless, woo 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 woo, and then the girl after the show was like, you come to my house, you know what I'm saying?
You got someone to stay for the night, at least, nigga.
Yeah, you got one day.
Seriously. And then I get DMs,
So let me ask you this before we get into this next part.
That, only because like you see woo, you did this, you did that.
Opened up, you're vulnerable, and it was like, I want to fit. Women love to build a bear. They love to build a nigga. So they're thinking this nigga's a great project. Like I'm gonna take this nigga and nurture him.
I talked about that. I got a new 10-minute bit about that. Because at first it was just, I thought I'm homeless, y'all, woo woo. But now I'm talking about bringing a crowd into my world of how we're not too much different. I'm homeless though, but I'm not a crackhead. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's perception about a homeless person is basically a crackhead. Anybody
Until you start being on Hollywood and Highland screaming in the Spider-Man suit, you're good.
And that's a crackhead.
Like, we ain't that realistic. Anybody in LA ain't that far from you.
And I talk about
you
this.
lay off away
one bad move,
a stolen item from work away.
So I talk about the fact that everybody who's paying rent is further away from having a house than I am because you're spending that much money a month. I'm saving. You know what I'm saying? That's what I tell them.
So
Exhibit A.
Hey, no, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. That's going up. So let me ask you this.
Funny, nigga.
Facts. No, that shit. Like what? Like it's funny, but it's real. Cause he made me think.
It's real. That's the problem.
I'm thinking about my rent. Like nigga, this shit can go crazy. This is get south for the nigga.
That nigga standing outside your shit like nigga. We ain't that far away. Nigga, I'm right
one
here.
fucking move, dog. Shit. So have you ever got to a point since you've been out here the 2 years and was like, nigga, I'm about to get a job because I need somewhere. Like I don't like this situation.
That or move back.
Or I'm going back to South, wherever the fuck that is.
I'm not gonna move back. Okay. Going back to my parents' house is worse than like waking up to palm trees on the beach is a way better feeling than being with my parents.
I'm not gonna lie, this might sound fucked up. I just didn't think you had parents. Just by the way,
my parents.
He was just made.
No, he had them, but they just like he didn't communicate with them.
Shout out to the blacks. My
make sure you understand. His name is Herm Black. That's your full name.
Yeah, I'm black.
Wait. Herm is your real name?
Herm, and my stage name is Herm. And
so what the fuck is the difference? Herm.
Well, because when people spell Herm, they don't understand it until you space it out, and they recognize it when it's spaced out, but it's weird. I don't know.
Your real name is not spaced out, but on stage you got the apostrophe.
I spaced it out. I spaced it out on stage, and my name is middle name Lavelle.
Now is Herm a combination of two names?
If you hear somebody call me Vale or something like that, that's because that's also my name. My father's name is Vale. My father's. So I'm a junior. So I'm named after. I'm not the third because their name's a little bit different, but I'm named after my great grandfather. Shout out to my my grandfather. His name is Herm. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I'm named after my father. I have a father. My parents still married to this day. The blacks.
What do they say about you being homeless out here? Are you
don't think they
lying
know.
to them?
I don't think they
Nigga,
know.
I knew it. Look, I know he didn't tell him that. You hear what I said? I said, or do they know?
This is the LA special right here.
This is
and to
crazy.
them back home to the everybody
My
in the South.
baby's out there in LA
My
at the
baby
comedy
30 doing
store.
Hollywood show up, blah. This is honestly the essence of being an LA artist is that
That's
back
fucking
home
crazy.
you fucking killing. And they gonna always believe that no matter what's going on. You killing it to everybody back home. And to
That's
LA
what they see the
niggas,
episode.
you are killing it too.
Wait till they see the fucking episode.
And then the LA reality is that nigga, you gotta make ends meet, you gotta do your thing, and then when you make it, it's just like nigga, you don't feel sorry for nobody because nigga, I did that shit too, nigga.
I thought about
pull
getting
yourself
a
up by your
job.
bootstraps.
Yeah, Gus back to that.
Once. I thought about getting a job, maybe once or twice. I forgot what it was for. Oh, because I thought about getting a car. And I was like, man, I'm going to do this to, let me work at the gym so I ain't got to pay for a gym membership. And I can pay for the car. And then I can have a free gym membership because I'm paying. But it's been going it's been a blessing. So, I done bought a car. The police went on sites with that. So they got that now. But I'm about to buy me a new one because it's been
Wait. Go back. What the fuck did you just say?
So the police towed it for being expired tag.
Oh, of course.
And
the cost to get it out probably.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Car.
So I didn't.
He was like, nah.
When I first moved here, they got me too.
Crazy.
So that's what it's good being homeless because it don't bother me to lose it. I'm like.
I like the silver lining in this nigga. Like
Nothing
he's like,
to
yo,
lose is the most dangerous attitude to have.
Listen, there's a lot of people who you could give them a house. They're like, no, I don't want no response. I don't want to check my mail. I don't want to do shit. I want to just wake up and do whatever the fuck I want to do. That's why you can never. It's like
freeing.
You can end starvation or homelessness. And Elon Musk, nah. A lot of people, not you, but like junkies and shit. They don't want to fucking have a home. They want to wake up and go fucking rob In-N-Out or 7-Eleven and be like, fuck you. And then the people just be like, just leave them alone. There's no rules. There's nothing. You can do whatever the fuck you want. There's a level of freedom to that can make you be good on
Real
stage.
talk,
Like, I don't give a fuck.
You can be comfortable being homeless out here in LA because
it's the best place to be.
It's so freeing. Your landlord's not on your back. I ain't got no kids too though, so I don't have nothing to worry about. The California give you food, EBT. You can buy anything you want in the city, fast food and all hot food. Because in the South you can't. You only can buy like grocery store food,
cold food.
So you can buy anything down here with EBT. Matter of fact, when I first got EBT, when I first came down here, I actually bought a car with the EBT.
Nigga, how much EBT you get a month?
So I got $2 something a month. So I just saved up.
You cashed out your EBT.
Few months, I got a car
and bought a whip.
So
bought the whip.
Do you get
Gavin
the,
Newsom.
Yeah, that nigga's out of control. You're benefiting from the fucked up policy.
Gavin, wow,
I got a car. I got a car.
That's solid because some people wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, that's dope. You don't get the money portion of EBT, like where.
That's what I bought it for. So that you get cash and food. So I had the food. I spent the food, EBT food on the food, and I spent the EBT cash.
You
I
got
saved
both?
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, if he was homeless, nigga, he probably gonna get. He probably get better.
Well,
probably
at
get
the
health
time,
too.
at the time they was still doing the COVID.
Oh,
rules.
he came in a pandemic too.
I don't get it no more. I don't get it no more.
I know, but you came at the end of the pandemic, so that was a hell of a good time to come to California.
Yeah, so I got like $2 something a month.
PPP loan, nigga.
I saved it up, and I wish I'd have got PPP. I didn't know.
Funny you mentioned that.
Funny you mentioned the nigga was going to do it, but
I had a delivery company with PPPs to the homeless. Like
No, I opened up a comedy club, and I did.
Think about this. Hold on, before you just slide past that.
Fucking
The
entrepreneur.
nigga's like, I don't have nowhere to live, but I got a comedy club. Look, nigga, that
No,
shit
so I opened a
sound
comedy club in
crazy.
2020, and I did that with a little saved up money in a grant. So a grant wasn't that much, so I paid the first month, and then it was very lucrative. So, I just kept on breaking even.
What was
and
lucrative? The comedy income?
Huh?
The money you made from the comedy club was lucrative?
Yeah. So it was just paying itself off.
The ticket sales or what?
Tickets, parties. I did a lot of.
space.
And that was out
sponsors.
here in LA, right?
This is
No. So this was in Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So this was in Tennessee. It was called Out East Comedy Club, I'm talking about I opened up in 2020. It was very great, 2-story.
That's a bold move when
Man.
everything is shut down to open some
2
shit
stages.
that you ain't allowed to fucking have
So
open.
this is part of the
Yeah,
information
I got in trouble a lot.
This is the
A
part of the
lot.
information I got back in the day, and I was like, oh, this nigga gonna be all right. Because ain't nobody crazy to do that shit. But if
Yeah,
you
he
crazy
definitely
enough to
got
start a comedy
his
club-
drive is crazy.
Yeah, so I was like, oh,
I got a whole
can-
different respect for him
Exactly.
because like all we do is just crack jokes and shit. But it's like now you have to actually ask the questions like, oh, this nigga really, and that's the tenacity you can't buy. Some people have it made and they don't do shit. Like they just sit around and complain and cry and bitch about life ain't fair. This nigga's taking the worst hand dealt. And the crazy thing is, like, I'm not saying you have to be homeless, but you can move back and not be homeless. So it's not like I'm gonna be homeless no matter where the fuck I'm
He's
at.
consciously choosing
Yeah,
the
like
struggle.
I'm doing this because
Facing the
this
struggle.
what I want is more important than a house at night or comfy the American dream per se, whatever the standard.
It's like the Dark Knight when Batman go to Ra's al Ghul prison and he got to get himself back out of that pit to go fight Bane.
Oh yeah,
Like you gotta go break yourself, be willing to lose it all, risk it all, and then come back out ready to fight everything. And when you do though, you ain't gonna fucking lose. So
no,
like,
that's the most dangerous person. He's nothing to
exactly.
lose.
That's why I'm like, so this is everything you was talking about when I first met you. I was like, oh, this nigga about to come up.
I didn't know
Because
none of this shit.
Nobody else out here, I think, is gonna say the same thing this nigga's saying right now. So he about to punch everybody in the face once they finally hear him. And they was ignoring you for a while. Like you was getting up spots, but it was in like the spots that nobody go to. No offense to the spots that nobody goes to, but there were spots that like less desirable spots in LA, right? He was hitting those
Fucking D
shits. So I was
clubs.
like, damn, you hit those. It's only a matter of time for you. They found out about you over here too.
I gotta always sharpen my my craft, trying to get funnier. Always, no matter how much people like me, I gotta always try to get funnier. The comedy club, I did that because like if comedy don't work out, I know how to manage it. I know how to make money from it. I know how to get other people opportunity, it was a great to do that. I had a
Success
TV
and
show.
service.
They had a kids comedy show I put on television from the comedy club, and I know how to tap into the community and do sponsorships.
shit
with
crazy.
He has a children's book.
And I got a children. I just illustrated and I wrote and illustrated a book called The Little Comedian. That it was
This
pretty
nigga's
fun.
story it's writing itself.
Literally.
Like you're gonna look back. I'm glad. And the crazy thing is, you asked him when we was talking about the guest. I was like, "Yo, we gotta get him first." And he's like, "I think right now is a good time because he's starting to do all this shit." I'm like, "Yeah, he got a story." I didn't know all this shit. Did I know none of this?
No.
Didn't I just say y'all want to get him first? He was like, "Yeah, I think that'll work." I'm like, "Nah, just ask and reach out, figure it out." Yeah, that shit. I'm telling you, your shit gonna be good. Let's So we're gonna do just 2 questions because this ended up being better than the shit we had planned.
Yeah, no.
But I still wanna get to
glad
you.
we tapped into that because
I got a question.
Yeah. So you do. We'll do the last.
Oh,
2.
yeah, I want to finish my thought. I didn't finish it because we jumped subject, but it feels more better being homeless because it's so freeing, and it depends on where you at. You know, if you get comfortable, you get your stuff that's against the elements, where you don't have to get too hot or get too cold. You know, you away from the roaches and the rats and stuff like that.
You couldn't do this in New York.
You know, yeah, I couldn't do it in New York. Yeah. I used to live in New York, so the rats was crazy. The rats are huge in New York, so I couldn't find no place in New York without no rats. But if you go out here, it's like vacation all the time. You got the beach, you got the palm trees, you got all that. And if you know how to stay fresh and put your stuff and stay clean and do what you love, the state pays for your food and all that other stuff. So it's free. There's no stress. No, it's all that.
Man, I'm about to get rid of this shit.
turn the fucking room up, man. Be the greatest comedian ever. Lose your
Fuck
spot.
that. All right. First question.
So this right here, we about to do like scenarios, what if situations. So this is a personality test. You can show your personality based off these
Yeah,
questions.
you don't even gotta be like, don't be serious. Figure the funny shit out. All right. So if you could get away with it for 5 years, would you smash your girl's best friend that look better than your girl, but after 5 years, it's getting discovered no matter what?
Okay.
What you doing? Your girl got a friend. Okay, boom. Your girl's name's Alicia.
Okay.
Her friend Lisa.
Bad as shit.
Smashed Lisa for 5 years.
5 years.
Discovered
Lisa look
after
better than
5.
Alicia. She fire. Your girl okay, but Lisa's.
So what's the alternative?
Your two options is being a good boyfriend, I
You
guess.
don't do it. You don't do it at all, or you get 5 years of tearing her friend out the frame, but it's gonna come out somehow, some way. You can't control how it's gonna come out.
I'm a real scenario. Like what I would try to convince both. I'm like, yo, y'all all friends, right? You know, I'm gonna try to I don't have a situation similar to that, you know, but I would try to get them together.
But that ain't it.
Which one is it?
I would
Which one
tell
is it?
her
5 years, you get to crack
or
Lisa,
be a good
or just be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it, and then that's it.
I would break it up. I would break up.
Which
Or I
one?
would
Break up after 5 years. It sound like you break it up because you fucked it. Is that what you trying to say?
Because I don't really believe in boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but like,
so
you're really single until you're married. So I would
cracking.
smash.
But it ain't even
But-
about the cheating. It's her friend. That's the problem.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but that's some. This
It has nothing to do
It's
with
your
me.
friend. nigga.
You're
We
bitching.
betrayed you.
You know what I'm saying?
We betrayed you. But you mad individually.
That's the real part of it. It's like, yo, if you could cheat on your girl for 5 years, then she gonna find out. It's like, all right, a lot of dudes
every nigga
cheat.
say, I'm
I
terrified.
cheat, fuck it, yeah, whatever. But her friend, you might get fucking cut.
I've been telling you she's bad news.
This is her
dog.
best friend.
I'm doing it for show.
You doing it?
Fucking the shit out of her
If-
friend. For 5
Like, truth be
years.
told, if like me seriously though, if I have a woman that I'm very serious with, and we're boyfriend and girlfriend, if they count, cause it don't really exist, but I date to marry.
Right.
So if I'm on the road to marrying a woman, I wouldn't cheat.
Hold on. Nigga said you single until you marry, but I'm only dating to marry. So he going in like, what the
Yeah.
fuck is the difference?
So you believe that because you practice in the
marriage.
you practice for marriage.
Because you know if a woman is really with you, if she stays loyal even though she ain't got a title.
Got it. So you date to marry.
Yeah, so is she really down?
Right.
You know, I don't want to cheat. You know what I'm saying? It's not because it's right
it.
or
Date.
What if Lisa pulled out titty out and be like, you don't want this, Herm?
like, hey, she got a titty. I'm a snitch.
He's a snitch.
I'm like, hey, what she
You got a
doing?
titty out.
Like, well. You know, we gonna look what we got.
What you doing?
I'm a fucking shit out of Lisa. Because here's the thing. Nobody said in that scenario that's gonna work out with the current girl. If the current girl is the devil, already cheating on me, or anything like that. Ain't nobody say how long I can fuck the girl for 5 years for. So can I fuck her all 5 years on the 5th year, 365th day? It gets discovered.
Where you getting that much time to fuck another
Okay,
bitch for
okay.
5 years like that?
What if?
It's all hypothetical, so I'm gonna fuck the shit out of the extra friend.
But was she black?
Yeah, okay,
Why
that
does
spices
that
up.
matter? Why would
No.
that matter if I'm cheating?
Your girl's white.
I'm colorblind
Her best
cheating.
friend is black, and she look better than your girl. And she got a fatter ass,
Nigga,
and she cooked seasoned food.
the
Nigga,
existing scenario, I was already cheating. Now you just sweetening the scenario to be like, how much more am I cheating? Put some butter on that bitch. I don't give a fuck what it is.
A black woman, I would
She
never
got
cheat.
one eye. I'm fucking her. What are you talking about? Fat ass? Better looking? One eye? I'm still hidden.
dog, I wanna do it so bad, but I'm afraid of when it comes out how I'm gonna get done. Like, cause that's the part you can't account for.
Oh,
How-
the getting caught part.
How long you been together?
Damn, that's
They ain't
another.
even say.
Cause she
It
can
could
kill
be-
you.
It could be a month.
Or she can just be sad. Depends on how long y'all been
You
together.
can get her back.
Hell
too,
has
though.
no fury like a woman scorned.
You can get her back if she get rid of the friend.
That's crazy. You think so?
Yes. Why not?
I would be
I
like,
would say I'm doing it, and I'm like, yo, I showed you that bitch wasn't shit.
These couples be lasting, dog, and nobody want to know how these couples be lasting so long because they got over something.
Facts.
It could be the friend, it could be her manager, it could be your manager, it could be your coworker, it could be your cousin that you stay with your cousin all this time. There's always shenanigans and everybody's shit.
What
So,
you doing if after 5 years you found out your girl was fucking your best friend?
My best friend,
Yeah,
Terrence.
Nigga fucking her in a LeBron jersey.
I thought he was Kobe. I'm sorry.
I'll be like, well,
You come in, he dressed like Tyrone Biggums and
at
shit.
least I'm funnier.
Shout out to Terrence.
Oh, man.
It's like, sorry, baby.
fucking comedian.
He had a better set than you.
That would be crazy. Like, who fucking that nigga?
Who was it?
That nigga was doing open mics and shit.
Are they better than me or something?
Bitch, I'm on the road, bitch.
His hairline had a little bit more time left.
It gotta be something, motherfucker. You better beat me at something, goddammit.
That's fucked
We
up.
play one-on-one. He might beat me one-on-one sometimes. All right.
He's definitely taller than you.
He taller. Okay, yeah, I'm about to say. But like I said, other than that,
He better than basketball than you. He taller than you.
All right, that's like
he got a little more hairline than you.
But he don't got a son that's better than his son in basketball. Though.
I was there that day. I don't know.
Oh, his son be
I
busting
won
his
that
son's
day. He
ass.
won that day.
He said, I won.
No, yeah, because I was there cheering, nigga. I remember that day. But that's not the point. The point is that if here's the person, I'm the perfect nigga to cheat on, because I'll be like, man, that's crazy.
You can't tell me no shit like that.
Hey, look.
I wish my girl would fucking tell me some shit like that.
What'd you do, though?
I'm gonna go to the tally
If she
board.
cheated on me and my best friend, I'm smoking that nigga, first of all.
The nigga?
My best friend?
You don't smoke the nigga?
You fuck my bitch, nigga? You be, yo, what's up, bro? You're like, I'm smoking you, nigga. You're got
Okay,
nigga.
okay, what
I'm
if she-
porking that nigga. Fuck that.
What if your
nigga.
best friend? What if your best friend catch her cheating with somebody else, and he said, "Okay, now that you about to break it with her, can I hit first? What you got?"
What if your best
Now you
friend
about
So,
to break
alright,
it? Can
so
I hit
hold
now?
on.
Am I good?
He caught her. He knows she piping somebody else.
Yeah, he like, hey, bro,
so
look,
he
no, he-
beat two because he
No, he
knows.
blackmailed. He like, yeah, you gotta fuck me now too. I'm gonna tell your man. Oh,
If he's blackmailed, then I'm smoking him again because now he's.
If he blackmailed girl, the fuck.
But if he know and then he beat because he know he gonna tell me about the other dude and I'm gonna leave her and he's like, shit, we might as well all get a piece of that. I'm cool with that. But if he's like, yo, I know you cheating on Mike, give me somewhere else I'm telling. And then they fucking it on and he don't tell me about him or the other nigga. Everybody's out
I
of there.
caught your
nigga.
business. Like, I know I caught you cheating. Now look here, we got this one of two ways. I got Mike number right now. I can call him right now. Or
But what do you
we
do?
both leave here happy.
Okay. Say his girl want to have sex with you, but she flirting and stuff like that, like she's trying to test the water.
Yeah.
How do you like? Because if you tell him,
right,
she gonna be like, nah, he just got gas.
Oh, there's a titty out. There's a titty out.
Do you try
perfect
her
way.
to get proof?
This
or?
is how I tell Mike. I say, Mike, okay, so after I fucked your girl yesterday, I don't trust her no more. And you shouldn't either. That's the only way. There's no other
How
way.
do you think he should handle it?
If you bring it to him, he's not going to believe it.
Because you have to really get proof.
There's no other way.
Or she going to hate you, and then she going to turn you against the friend. Because
the denial is crazy. Because if you approach your girl and she say, he said that about me, and then you like, damn, he got my girl fucked up. I'm gonna kill that nigga, and now I'm still getting killed anyway.
So listen,
so you might as well.
I'm telling, and I'm like, listen, I'm like, yo, bro, hey, Graham, look, check it out. I don't know whether you're gonna believe me or not, but I'd rather me tell you the truth and get it off my chest than not say nothing. Then you look at me like I'm a snake. Your bitch try to fuck me. I don't give a fuck how you take it, my nigga. Your bitch try to fuck me. Do with that information as you will.
What if
try to fuck me?
What if she ain't really physically trying to do it, or she in verbal state, but she's like trying to see if you cool or not. So she's trying to flirt a little bit.
So there's no verifiable data.
Yeah, you can't.
It's just hearsay.
It's just kind of like maybe it's a bad read. So then if you be like, yo, my girl said, I'm like, nah, I didn't take it like that. I thought she was just being friendly. Like there's plausible deniability if it's
right.
If she leaves the gray area, then you can still say. But if it's like, what you trying to? Nah, bitch, I'm snitching.
So now it's like, now he's sus if he can't prove it, and your girl is like,
that's what I'm saying.
I said hi to him that day.
Yeah. So
now
if it ain't dead ass, I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
It gotta be like, nah, I got you. She said this. Because then even if I don't physically have proof that she did it, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I know what she did. I don't care how you feel about it. I'm telling you, you don't be my friend, fuck you and her. And then I will hit her now because you didn't believe me.
If a nigga stopped talking to me after I told him
I'm fucking her,
I'm like, oh, that nigga must have really believed something because that nigga's upset.
I'm fucking her.
Now, that's action. Right now, your actions are showing like, that nigga really wanted me to know that she out here wilding. Now, here's the thing about this, and this is why it's so tricky. It's like, that's just a nigga that happens to know you and thought enough to tell you. There are 17 more niggas that's like, I ain't saying shit. And I might try to fuck. Like, you are one good guy in a lot of situations that a lot of niggas gonna be like, man, that's between him and this girl, dog.
Here's my rule. When it comes to other dudes, chicks, I don't care, married, whatever. If I don't have your phone number in my phone, she
get hit.
That's fair.
If I can't, now there's a little caveat to that. Like maybe we cool, you get your number changed, we don't communicate that much, but I still respect you enough to be like, nah, that's so and so. Even you, I might not got the new number, but if I ain't never had your number I'll fuck your
If
bitch.
I don't know your nigga Instagram, I'm fucking.
That's too much. Like, it gotta be more like, I need more of a, I don't even have his phone number. Yo, bro, I thought we was cool. I don't have your number,
I don't
dog.
got niggas numbers.
I might be weird. I might be weird. I don't know, but me personally, right? I think that if the girl I'm talking to, the girl I'm serious about, whatever case may be, if she had sex with a nigga I know, my best friend, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't care.
Whoa, what? Like, you about to wife her, but she smashed your best friend?
I'm like, if she felt like he was a better pick, I'm like, bro, do your thing. She's a nice girl.
I'm talking about, you saying before or after you. Like, you meet the girl.
Like, I'm talking to her.
And she's like, I used to fuck,
I'm serious about her.
fuck Grammy.
He's saying that if he's dating a girl, but she ends up fucking me, he gonna be like, that's what's up. That's just your choice.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on, and then I'm be like, bro, she cool peoples, he cool people, because you single until you married. So if I'm truly her friend, I would want her to be with somebody who makes her truly happy.
Ladies, if you like the Herm and like me, let me know.
I'm gonna say,
but plug this nigga bitch.
Oh, nah, because look, check this out. Niggas try to
You like us
prevent
both.
that.
Let me take you off this nigga.
Niggas say,
Oh, you like that podcast song? Yeah. He was my guest. So
He's not guest, so get me the pussy. Fuck him, nigga.
how I see it is this though. Like, it's like if I'm truly cool with her, I would want her to be happy.
No, that's I get what you're saying. That's
honestly-
P.
And people will try to keep their homeboy. When they say don't have your homeboy around your girl. But I would want to know if she would cheat. I would want to know as early as possible, would she cheat?
That's logical. I get that.
I don't want to prevent her from cheating, and then we get married for 20 years, and then I let her go and breathe for a second, and she go cheat. I would want to know as soon as possible.
No, I get that, but I'm not gonna be happy for that nigga. Fuck him, no.
If she go, that's a weight off my. You saved me so much time.
You got the bitch, right? Scenario. We gonna flip it. You like her, y'all talking, everything, you love her. Then she's like, nah, I want John. Then you still friends with him? You still being friends with him?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, boom. You have a cookout. He brings the bitch to your house for the cookout.
Yeah.
You guys know each other.
Bring a
cool.
nigga a plate, would you?
She don't owe me nothing.
Tell him I said.
Your mans can't bring your ex bitch to my house for the cookout. Y'all niggas ain't
I'm
coming.
gonna get barbecue sauce off my fingers while I'm fucking your girl.
Smack her in the ass, babe. Go make me a plate.
Get that barbecue sauce off your ass.
We just all friends.
This nigga got a good spirit, dog. I'm gonna eat.
I get what he's saying. Cause I don't. If a chick choose, no matter, I don't call it up or down. If a chick choose elsewhere, what? No body is my body.
No, but she can't choose elsewhere, and then that nigga come to your house with her.
I don't prefer to see it in my face dangling. But if I moved on and I got a baddie now,
Oh
nigga,
yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
okay?
be like,
Now you flexing. Now you
I'm
showing
like,
off.
y'all, come on over.
I stepped up,
being
bitch.
real?
But if you
Look at the
depressed,
new car
you
I
ain't got
just
no.
got.
You ain't got no. You can't have.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
You ain't hungry, nigga. You don't got no joint. You struggling, bitches.
Yeah.
You left on red in the DMs
I
and
might try to
shit.
come back. Let me get a little bit of sauce on that.
Read the next
good?
question, nigga.
Oh man. Fuck it is a thing.
This nigga, the Herm spirit is amazing, bro.
Okay, the Herm. Your career about to take off, bro. We calling it right now. The Herm's about to take off, y'all. He about to get into acting, comedic roles, serious roles, who knows. Agent. Now you got an agent. Your agent calls you like, the Herm, we got a movie spot for you, bro. You about to be co-starring Denzel Washington.
Is something good?
Are you okay with playing his gay son?
He already knew where he was going with it.
I knew.
Welcome to Hollywood, nigga.
Hey, are you okay with playing his gay son? It's gonna get you
No, I'm
tons
not.
of accolades. You're gonna be rich forever. Matter of fact, you might not even have to kiss a nigga in the movie.
Whoa.
You just gotta cuddle one time.
Whoa.
You gotta slob this nigga in the butt naked in some.
And we got a stunt double. We got a stunt double that's gonna get his ass clapped. But
Wow. What you want?
it's your character. You about to get moonlit, my nigga. But
it's up after that.
and
Alex-
4 milli for the role.
$5 million for the project and residuals.
Co-star Denzel.
And you get
Tyler Perry
a
production.
a 3 movie deal with some other
Tyler
A-list.
Perry production.
like Alex Thomas said this in his joke. He said that
Shout out
when
Alex Thomas, that's my guy.
Yeah, Alex Thomas. He just did crack him up. It was hilarious. He did this joke right here this past Thursday. He said, I'm summarizing. Basically, he said he's not taking a role because once you take a role, you're known for that for the rest of your life. Like Chris Tucker's known for smoking for the rest of his life.
Right.
Carlton's known for Alfonso.
I don't know about that.
So I don't want to be known
Depending on your career,
as you the gay dude. Hey, that's the gay mama. That's that show I like. That's the gay dude. I don't want to be known as a gay dude. I don't want to be known or wrapped with anything. I don't want nobody to see me and think that. And then also, I have kids. I don't want my kids to think
Daddy got his cheeks clapped in that movie back in 2000.
Yeah, like that. That I see. One thing about me, I'm firm on anything I believe in. I mean, like if I really believe in it, I'm okay with learning and stuff like that. But like for instance, I never smoke. I never will. No matter my money. People try to peer press me. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't drink. It's not something I would do. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, pop pills, getting tattoos. I'm not gonna ever get tattoos. I'm just, if it's something like that, I'ma always be that's me.
Yeah.
That's just me. You know. So when it comes to the gay stuff,
you say I'm homeless, not homosexual.
I'm HOM, and the M, that's the last letter we got in common. Dude.
No homo and no homo owner.
No homo, no homeowner. That's the episode title. No homo, no homeowner.
I have thought about it.
You thought I was getting your cheeks clapped?
Whoa.
What are you going with that?
Whoa, I have thought about
Oh, taking on a gay role.
If I did play a gay character, I would have to be a normal guy.
You couldn't be like, hey.
You said a regular.
I would have to be like, are you gay? Oh, yeah, I'm gay.
Yeah,
then,
let me suck
like
your
a
dick,
Vin
bro.
Diesel, like a Vin Diesel character, like
you
Fast
would never,
and Furious. You just got a
would
boyfriend.
never know that I'm gay in the whole movie, but
Until you suck dick.
did somebody
rolling
no,
credits.
I would, you would
her boyfriend. Like, well, I didn't see that nigga in the
the
movie.
most that the role had to be is, hey, are you gay? Oh yeah, and then we just move on to the movie. It just
That's the last scene in the movie. That movie was fine. Hey, are you gay? Oh yeah. Roll credits.
Wait, by the way, you're gay, right? Yeah. All right, cool. Cut.
I'm contractually obligated to say it. Yes, I
I
am
thought
gay.
about it. I ain't gonna say
Roll
how
credits.
real, but I just can't.
I'm gonna tell you
$5
why.
million for that part of the movie. That's all you gotta say at the end of the movie. That's all you gotta say.
that role that I'm talking about,
Just
where
that
I
last
say
bit.
No, they gotta smack your
Possible.
ass cheeks in the shower
Hell no.
after the Super Bowl. Y'all, you play wide out. You playing
Hell
Randy
no.
Moss.
Wait, you're doing naked scene though, right? For Hollywood.
I do nigga role.
But you won't do a gay scene.
No,
Hey.
Well, you'll do what role?
I do a naked
He
scene.
get naked, but he won't
I
get
do
gay.
naked.
So you're playing Randy Moss in a biopic, and they win a Super Bowl that he never won. He's in the shower, like washing off and celebrating. And they got to come in and just wet ass palm with ivory soap and just smack your cheek. Good game, Moss.
So graphic.
And he's talking in that West Virginia accent. Thank you. I locked the game.
How many niggas can touch your ass in this movie? Before you say that's enough. I ain't
If
taking
I was a
$5
football
million
player in a locker room and I'm naked and
Bare
I'm straight,
ass. Bare ass.
and
Hey,
then
this
say
girl
smack
too
for
But the nigga that
$5
smack you's
million?
gay though. You straight, but he's gay.
Oh, nah, now you lost me.
And he
Okay,
try to
what
like,
if the movie is straight, same scene, but the cameraman gay?
he's a
He better like, hey, yo!
he's a fluffer in gay porn on the side, but he's shooting his friend.
That nigga with the boom mic just going crazy.
God
Wait,
damn,
hey,
that nigga,
bro, watch out, bro.
that nigga got a big ass dick. Yo, what the hell?
He keeps talking during the scene.
The boom mic just like, hey, bro, chill out,
Cameraman
man.
close the shit.
So anyway,
back up?
hey,
Oh,
bro,
I'm sorry,
chill
I'm
out.
sorry.
Move the mic up, bro. So anyway, all right, hey, bro, come on. What you doing, bro?
Say put a boom mic on his lip.
Can we take 5? I should
Yo,
the trailer.
fuck, what you doing?
Oh, I'm not doing none of that shit. I thought it was funny.
But what if the dude is white?
That's
If you was gay, would you pick
I
white?
think you like dudes the most, bro. You say some wild shit throughout the week. That nigga be sending me gay reels.
yeah. Then he came and he said, "Yo, y'all got y'all feet out."
It be pause real.
Pause
It
real.
would be like gay,
I thought
actual
you
gay
said
real.
Yeah, he sent me shit that's like just pause jokes. I'm like, how many pause jokes do you
Cause
find
we had
online?
that thing with Tony and them.
Pause, bro.
Cause they older. So
Oh,
they hate.
Oh, the
Pause,
OG comics don't like us using the word pause. They think
Oh, Tone said
nothing
that?
they say. It was Rico was like, I'm not saying pause for none of y'all niggas. Like, ain't nothing I'm saying gay because I ain't gay, so I ain't got to pause nothing.
Taking all the fun
Like,
out of it. Fuck out of
we
it,
was
Rico.
like, nah, you got to pause that shit, dog. Like,
Cause I grew up on no homo.
it's fun, yeah. That's our era. We
You
said
can
that shit
cancel.
for everything.
They'll find the shit out of you. You can't say that. You can't. You got to. And the pause is
NFL
the.
players get trouble. Professional athletes can't say no homo anymore, but they used to say it, and it was funny until somebody caught up to it. What do they mean by that?
No
Diddy,
homo
like,
is drinking a 40 out in public and pause is putting the paper bag over it.
yeah, like
Like when no one knows what you're drinking, you like saying pause. You ain't saying no like no homophobic rhetoric.
right. That's the
But
thing.
we
is
know
that
what you're saying.
People think that, or just that when we say it, we saying it like it's like anti. It's like ain't anti.
Yeah.
We're just saying like, hey, I'm about to cook, but I ain't my girl. It's like I ain't no housewife. Like, you know what I'm saying?
no housewife.
You think housewives gonna be like, hey, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all phobic? Like, no, we're not phobic. We just saying,
but you already know how that goes.
I'm doing this and we ain't that. But in mainstream, and the people that have to have articulated, it be professional athletes, rappers, people that ain't very articulate when it comes to the right time when you're dealing with other wordsmiths. These are reporters. They write for a living. They all about language and linguistics.
Yeah.
So you're trying to go back and forth with them about what you didn't mean, but you talking with this southern accent or this, not like I dropped out of college for a show accent, and it's like, it's not coming off good at all, dog. It's making you sound worse.
Pause.
Exactly.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask. Who's more straight between y'all two? I'm gonna ask.
Straighter?
All right, so let me ask you a question.
What the fuck?
Would you have a role if
Who's less gay out of y'all?
If Puff Daddy,
you're more gay than me.
if Puff Daddy said, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna take you on this world tour."
No, the fuck he ain't.
He ain't gonna do nothing gay. He ain't gonna do nothing gay.
Nigga, everything he be doing is gay.
I'm just saying. Let's say he's him, but I'm gonna just take you on the road with me to do a world tour. You gonna make it, do the big ass movies. You part of Bad Boy, right? We ain't gonna do nothing gay. I ain't gonna come on to you, none of that. And he be like, hey, but look, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. He gave you a hug. And he picked you up a little bit.
Wait, no, a little bit.
But him giving the disclaimer like I ain't gonna come on to you or nothing, like it's
right. That's what everybody say. We ain't gonna fuck. I'm gonna lay with you.
We ain't gonna fuck.
But his hug's a little bit questionable. He'll pick you up a little bit.
Then by that same logic, then would you go on a national tour with a headliner that definitely smashed dudes?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Same room.
Corey asked me that, and then I said, they said, would you go on the road with Flame? I'm like, yeah, I do. I go on the road with Flame.
Same hotel or like same room or like different rooms?
Yeah.
Same room?
Same room? You know it's optional to get your own room.
You know what I'm saying? He's
like, nigga, I see that.
Same room.
I'm homeless, nigga. Let's get a room, nigga. I'm taking it, nigga. I don't give a fuck who's in there, nigga. You bugging, nigga. You got continental breakfast in the morning, nigga.
What else?
What the fuck you talking about?
What?
He's like, a room.
A room. Cool with me.
Nigga, I'll be the little spoon for a room.
Now you get your own room. You get your own room. I was just trying to see if you was gonna say that part first.
Yeah. Like, cause one thing, I go to a Diddy party, you know what I'm saying?
You go to a Diddy party too.
Like I joke about, I'll go to a Diddy party. It's just, if somebody's gay and they try to, I know how to.
Going to the Diddy party is not necessarily about it being gay. You might do something illegal. Like, you might be getting charged with something.
It might be some hoes there. I don't think that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think it was like that every party was like everything you did was going to be illegal when you got there. Yeah. Just that when there was certain shenanigans happening, was you still there?
Like, I was there for the hoes. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do nothing gay.
Because anybody got arrested yet that went to the parties.
Like, if P. Diddy came on with a gay, they brought it out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know, I'm a Flame. Flame is not like that. I did a show Flame, but like, Flame not like that.
No, by the way, I don't know Flame, so I don't know. I wouldn't use that example.
Yeah. I you know, Flame would know not to try that with me. You know what I'm saying? He respectful.
Okay. So yeah, I guess you saying that. I didn't know that he or there, like if they got a girl. Said, so I thought I don't want to use that example.
Flame said that when she do shows, she's a girl. When she go home to her kids, she's a dad. Like
that's what I was saying. I don't know if he's actually.
I didn't know that.
So he told me that
he got kids and everything. So that's why I was like.
Also, when we share room, Flame gonna be a dude.
No, I don't know. It depends on how he feel about you, but
all right.
But Flame, no, she real shit. She I don't know what she prefers. She said like when she does shows, she's Flame. When she talks to her kids doing homework, she's like, "Hey, nigga."
Yeah, the comedic act is that she is on stage, but when she's at home, they be like, "Daddy, what's up?" He's like, "What up, nigga? Nothing. Go to bed." Like,
yeah, that's what
he's
she
very much
that's
back
what she
in
said.
dad mode.
So she dap up her kids.
The fact that he got 2 kids is like they got a whole family. And like, I don't know if he's still married. He might fuck around if he's still married.
That's crazy.
So like that, you need a different example of for sure. Another comment that. For sure.
Anybody gay, if I'm going on the road to success,
I'm sleeping in the same room with you.
I don't physically do my image as doing anything gay. Where in the future, look back like, oh, they buck breaking and putting dude in a dress.
Buck breaking?
No, buck breaking.
Buck breaking like making you do some gay. No, that's just some slave shit.
What they make y'all a flyer and you in front of him? Like directly for this shit.
like this.
And he like this because it's like trying to show you the flyer title, but it's just your waist right there too. Though.
No, he got one arm around you like this. He got one arm around you like,
okay,
and pulling you close.
Because the money.
We're just preparing you for all the future Hollywood questions you might get.
Let's say I get $5 million, and I'm like, okay, this is for my kids, for my generation, to build a community. And then let's say in a year that $5 million is worth $50,000. Inflation or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or let's say the US dollar, you know, a lot of people ain't accepting the US dollar no more. So let's say the dollar becomes 50,000. You know what I'm saying? That $5 million, I done did some gay stuff for $50,000. Like, no.
These are all dorm room questions, bro. You get the same
God.
questions to dudes when you get to college. You're like 18 years old. Like, yo, bro, would you do this for $5 million? The only thing though that is relevant is that for some reason in the black media community especially, if you start getting bigger, the first thing people think is that you did something gay to get bigger.
Yeah.
So we asking these questions because we trying to ask in advance in case you blow up super fast.
They'll know you
We
ain't
want everybody
gay.
to know that the Herm is not doing anything odd to blow up.
He's not
And
doing
there's been even like
gay
comedians
for
that
pay
blew up
shit.
recently. Somebody came out on Twitter, so they was like, "Yeah, we both was in the same room. We both had the same opportunity to blow up." But dude said, "One of y'all got suck my dick, and y'all gonna blow up." And then he's like, "I walk out the room, and the other guy's a celebrity now." And I'm like, "Damn, fuck you for even like, because you can't even fight this story because it was an anonymous paragraph." But it's like that would make me so mad
That's what
if I
Cat
did all
Williams
this.
said.
I did all this successful hardworking shit, and then as soon as I get on, a nigga be like, "Yeah, but you know, you fuck the dude to get on." I'm like, man, I would be more upset that you take away my hard work versus you accusing me of being gay.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can live with somebody saying I'm trying to accuse me of being gay, like nigga, whatever. But to say I didn't just do all these mics, these
That's why
open
I
mics
said all
and
my
unpaid
meetings
gigs.
I have. Every meeting I have, everything, I'm taking Corey Holcomb with me. I'm like, hey, bro, look.
Oh, because Corey be first and they make fun of you. He's like, yeah.
I'm gonna have him behind me. I'm like, look,
Corey
I'm walking into the party.
Corey don't give
I'm
a
gonna need
shit.
you. I need your eyewitness. See, I ain't doing no gay stuff.
Corey don't give a shit.
Read the contract. He says nothing gay on it, right, Corey? He gonna be.
All right, so look, we got this last section. I wasn't even gonna do it, but I think this is funny. So it's a story. The person's asking for advice. You can chime in any part through it when I read it, but we'll go through it after it's done. All right, they said Keith is a former coworker. This is a woman who wrote this. Keith is a former coworker. He left our company and started his own. Now he's a paid consultant for us and others. He flirted a lot with me when he worked here, but I knew his low pay scale because I work in HR, and he wasn't worth my time or effort. He makes more money now, and I called him.
I already know that's crazy.
He makes more money now, and I called him. We've been intimate, and we've gone out a few times. He knows I have 3 kids, but he doesn't ask about them or show any interest in them.
Absolutely.
We're a package deal, so when he picked me up for a date, I brought my kids along. He treated us to ice cream and brought us back home. No dinner, no date. Again, we've been intimate in his home. So I asked Keith why he didn't invite us to spend time at his place, and he said, I don't bring ants to my picnic.
Not saying to the beach, ants to the picnic.
That's good. That's good.
He called her kids fucking ants, dog.
3 is a lot.
3, but listen, she got 3 kids, and she acting like she's better than this nigga because of what he makes. And I know they don't got the same fucking dad.
Okay, I got it.
So I'm coming out with another book.
Like Lil Bill, basically.
Yeah, I think a little bit had a different.
Yeah,
series.
I no offense, but that Lil Bill's similar to what you're trying to say, basically, right?
Did he have different
Miniature
like
character
scenarios?
of you? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I'm coming out with a book, movie, TV show I'm trying to put out, so pray for that. And hopefully that does well and somebody pick it up. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Got some great shows coming up. A lot of people selling me dreams. You know, I don't know.
Oh, that's typical.
You know,
Yeah, that's the
They're
first
like,
sign
I'm
that
gonna put you on
things-
this, so we gonna do this.
First time things are happening when people
You
start
know,
promising
somebody-
what they can do for you.
Niggas love telling you lies.
If it ain't dated, signed,
That's
or
what I'm saying.
emailed,
So,
or something where
I'm not gonna
Well, tell
pray for me. So it's a lot of
yeah.
movie opportunities.
For sure.
tell everybody where they can find you at.
Oh yeah. All social media is comedian DeHerm. That's COMEDIAN DAHERM. So it's 2 words, comedian DeHerm, and DeHerm is DAHERM. So comedian DeHerm, no underscore, no dots, no nothing. That's on everything. Also, if you look for my book, it's The Little Comedian. Go look it on Amazon. Or come to my show.
A children's book.
Children's.
He just
It's really a regular book.
This nigga is really. This is
The
reflection-
contrast.
This is like his comedy. Just
perfect book
Exactly.
for children. If you bitches got kids.
I love women.
If you
with kids.
worthless raggedy hoes got kids, this is a book for
You
you.
hoes can't teach your kids how to do anything. Just read my book. You
My
know.
kids show was predominantly single mothers.
This nigga talk.
They was all in they love to come like, hey kids, you know.
You good with kids though. That's dope. That is good.
Yeah.
And you got books for kids.
I used to work at the YMCA. I used to, you know, hey. I was on newspaper.
See people, he's got good sides to him. Please like him.
I love kids. I don't want no opportunities where I'm just around kids because I don't want to.
All right, we're gonna leave that part alone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here to say this, man. Your potential is there. You can do what you want to do as long as you don't get caught up in the bullshit and shenanigans. Keep your nose
Like
clean, what you're already doing. No drugs, no nonsense. You know, getting persuaded to change who you are.
Yeah.
Mainstream shit.
But they gay? No.
Change who you are means like compromise things you said you don't do already. You already on record now saying what you don't do. So anything you say differently now is gonna be like, oh, you said in that podcast before you made it. So stay you. That's all you gotta do is stay you.
Yeah.
And all the opportunities gonna keep coming, man. So
look out for that movie and that TV show.
I'm happy for the journey.
For sure.
All right, man. It's a good episode, man. Shout out to the Herm one more time.
Thanks for having me.
Definitely.
It was great. This is what you doing is love the pictures.
Appreciate it.
This mug is nice though. Real talk.
I appreciate it.
Hats off though, cause a lot of I can't do it for sure.
Yeah. Well, you can come back whenever you want, man.
For sure.
Mr. Tan Panda on Instagram, John Grimes.
Yo.
Comedian Mike Murphy, man. This is the Mike Murphy Show featuring none other than John Grimes, a.k.a. Grimey. We'll see y'all next week.